Good afternoon, Crochet Club. I am ready to start our video number 7 of our teddy bear crochet along, and I have my instructions. We ended at row 13. We had 4 tan, 1 green, and 8 white. So we are going to start row 14. We're going to get right to it, and we are going to chain up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. We are going to double crochet into the 4th chain from hook, 5th chain from hook, and 6th chain from hook. Alrighty, and that is going to start our first block of row 14. So now we are going to connect row 14 to row 13 by going in between the 3rd and 4th post, chaining up 3, and then in between that 3rd and 4th post we're going to double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and again we're going to, I'm sorry, one of my hairs or my puppy's hairs. Okay, we are going to cruise along. We need 10 whites, so we are going to go and do 10 whites. We're going to chain up 3. We're going to double crochet 3 times in every block until we get 10 of these. So you can hit pause while I continue across. Go at your own pace. Don't think you have to rush. I'm just going to be a motor mouth here for a minute. I have been very excited on how many of you are joining me in this Cal. And it's so exciting. Some of you are so funny, so exciting to see the people that haven't done this before. So excited when they see it start coming together. I think it is Michelle that is out ahead of us. She kind of just took off on her own, and she's been showing me her teddy bear, and he's starting to come to life, and she's just so happy, and just makes me happy because that is exciting. I love that. That's one thing I love, to just buy some yarn and then start crocheting, and you just see it start coming to life. I just wish my wish list, or actually my list of to-dos is just ridiculous. And every time I find something new, whether it's somebody else's crochet along or a free graph, or even I purchased many graphs. So I have a list of all kinds of graphs I want to get done. I just wish I had more hands, more arms to do them. Okay, so we're cruising right along here. I think we're at 9. I had a question, which I thought was a great question. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About these strings. Okay, so we've come across a green string, and I've already cut mine, but you know you're not going to use this string, so we're going to cut this bobbin away. And then the question was, what happens to this string afterwards? And I never thought to go into that yet. But what we're going to do is eventually, actually I just got done doing it, we're going to weave this string in to our project. So when we cut them away and we're not using them any longer, we will be weaving them in. I did put a weaving video up in case some of you haven't done your weaving yet. Some people do not like that. Lori, this one lady, she cracks me up. She says, see, corner to corner is the devil. And I love it. So, and I enjoy weaving. I just go and sit in front of my TV and do all my weaving when I'm watching TV. Okay, so there is our 10th, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10. So now we need to do 3 tans. Number 14, yes, 3 tans. We're going to lift up on this tan. We're going to go into the block, bring it through the block and the loop. We're going to chain up 3, Go back behind and tug on that white, and then we are going to double crochet in between the third and fourth post. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go up and continue to connect. And I'm getting a knot because I didn't give myself enough yarn. Oh, there we go. It's kind of helpful to have enough yarn out, then it just kind of slips through. You don't have as much problem. Okay, chain 3, and I'm going to double crochet 3 times, and 1 more, total of 3, tans, chain 3, double crochet 3 times into that third, between the third and fourth post. And now it wants us to have a green. We do not have a green, so we're going to set our work down, grab up a green, prepare our loop. I know I do this a different, maybe a little different than other people, but I don't know, it's easier for me. Okay, so I tuck my finger back there, my string on my finger, go between the third and fourth post, grab up my green, I'm going to pull it through the block and the loop, then I go around these 2 strings right here and pull them through. That is my first chain. I'm going to bring my green string forward, my short string, and I'm going to chain up 2 more, 1, 2. I'm going to go over top of that between the third and fourth post 3 times, 1, 2, and 3, creating that block, the last block, and then I'm going to go back and tug on that color. I'm going to turn my work, set it down for a minute and get myself some more yarn. Cross off your row, that was row 14, cross that off, and we are going to start 15, which is 1 green, 3 tans, and 11 whites. So cruising right along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're increasing up. 1, 2, 3, 4 to start row 15 with that green. 1 into the 4th loop chain. Into the 5th chain and into the 6th chain. We will do a double crochet, giving us that first green block of row 15. And I'm going to put an extra mark here because I messed up once. I've already done this once. I'm afraid I'm going to get confused to where I am. So row 15 we are on, so we're going to connect this green to row 14 by going in between the 3rd and 4th. Whoops, no we're not. I'm sorry. We only needed 1 green. We need 3 tans. So instead we are going to pick up that tan and then go in between the 3rd and 4th post, grab up the tan, go through the block, through the loop, chain up 3, grab your green and give it a tug, and double crochet into that 3rd and 4th post between them 3 times. And again, pause me if you need to go slow, chaining up 3 and double crochet 3 more times. And then we're going to do 1 more block, each block consisting of 4 posts, which is your 3 chains and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and the last one. Okay, so there's our 3 tan. Now we need 11 whites, so we are going to connect this tan, and go in, grab some white, we're going to pull through the block, pull through the loop, chain up 3, go back and give that tan a tug. Now some people have also asked or are a little concerned that they have some loose connections. Again, if you go back and you pull on those strings, that tightens up those connections. Also, just before weaving, you can, oh, and by the way, just keep going across, chaining up 3 and double crocheting, connecting the blocks, chaining up 3, double crocheting 3 times in each block. We're going to go all the way across now. So, like I said, some people have had some concerns with some gaps. Again, you can tighten up your connections after each color change, or you can go back to the ends you've cut and give some tugs on those. I always tug a little bit on my ends before weaving them in to tighten connections also. There's some other ways. Let's say you have a connection that's a little loose and you didn't think to tug on it before you weaved it in, wove it in, weave it in, not sure. There are a couple tricks to fixing those with some other strings. When you weave those in, you can tighten those up. So we'll go over those. If you haven't already, there's a little weaving video up, just a quick one, on how I weave in my ends. And I actually did that between the last 2 videos, between this one and the previous. So I like to do that at least every 10 to 20 rows. A lot of times I will just disconnect the entire blanket except for the one starting color and go and weave all the ends in while I'm watching a movie. So again, we are connecting each block, we're chaining up 3, and we're double crocheting across. So don't get so critical of yourself. Don't judge yourself too hard. Don't judge your blanket too hard. Just go slow. Enjoy it. You will get to the point where it's just second nature to just cruise across. But I still make plenty of mistakes. You need to really watch your rows, making sure you're crossing them off, and that you don't, let's say, I forgot to cross this one off and go do something and then come back and start this row again. Oh, I've done that many times, and then not caught it until I'm 5, 6, 10 rows up. You have to debate, oh my gosh, am I going to really pull this apart? And of course I always do, because I've got to be that perfectionist. All right, last block, chained up 3, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets, and that will complete row 15. So please cross off row 15. We are now starting on row 16, which is 11 whites. So we're going to turn our work, and we're going to pull on definitely a lot of white. I need a lot of white. So give yourself some white. Give a little bit of tug on these other colors so they don't get all tangled up. And here we go. We are going to do 11 whites, 3 tans. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet into the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th chain from hook, giving us our first block of row 16. We're going to connect row 16 to row 15 by inserting our hook between the 3rd and 4th block row of that next block, slip stitching, chaining up 3, and double crocheting 3 times. And again, we're going to cruise across here and get this row of whites done. My puppies are napping today, so it's pretty quiet other than I got a movie in the background. Not sure what that is. I have 2 rescue pups actually. One's an Aussie, a husky, Australian Heeler, I think, and a Husky. She looks like a Snickers bar, I say. And then the other one is a white boxer, and she's deaf. She's a handful. Love that dog. She is a cuddler. Cruising right along. 1, 2, 3 chains and 3 double crochets in each block as we move across. And 2, 3. I again have such a list of crafts that I want to do in the future that sometimes I seem to get a little bogged down. I don't do anything for a while because I can't choose what to do. How many of you have that problem? Oh, there we go. Also, one of the things I'm actually just getting ready to do is I actually seen this in Crochet Club when I first started a couple years ago with the group. And I seen the Mochila bag. And so I have started a study group. I've joined the, I think it's called Mochila Bags, or no, Crochet Mochila Bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. We need 3 more. We need 11. 8. 1, 2, 3. I started a study group to hopefully learn a new project. That would be great. I really love those. So if any of you are ever interested in that, get a hold of me in the future here and we'll add you. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3. So we have 11 white blocks. Now, let's see. We need 3 tan. So here we go. We have our tan string. We're going to go in between the 3rd and 4th. We're going to grab up our tan, go through the block, go through the loop, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. Go back and pull on our white string. That is tightening that connection, tightening that gap, and then we're going to double crochet 3 times in between the 3rd and 4th post of that block. And again, we need, I hate when I get a tangle. I had a green yarn here that I'm not sure if it still needed to be attached, and I should have detached it because I think it's going to cause me a hassle. So we need, let's see here, row 16, we need 3 tan. 1, 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's going to cause me an issue, isn't it? Oh, I do not need this right now. I want to get through these rows. Not sure which one is causing that problem. So I'm going to keep trying. So 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3. Our final tan is we needed 3 in this row. Oh, don't do this to me right now. I'm trying a new app today, so I'm trying to get in 30 minutes instead of the 20. I should have messed with my strings beforehand. That's a good lesson. If you get up from your project and go do something and come back, check with your strings. Make sure that you have removed all bobbins that you didn't need. Okay, so we are going to add a new color. We are now adding a brown. So we're going to grab a brown and get your loop started. And then we are going to add that bobbin. So we are going to put our finger back over top of that tan, go through the next, between the third and fourth, next block, pull through the brown, through the black, pull it through the loop, pull both through, that's going to be our first chain, bring the shorter forward, chain up 3, go back, give your previous yarn a tug, and over the shorter string between the third and fourth post, double crochet 3 times. Trying to be consistent each time will help you to not make mistakes. So 16, we're going to end with 1 green. So we have a green there, we're going to lift it up. We're going to go through, grab it, and bring it through our block and our loop. Chain up 3, and double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn our work. And I'm praying this just lasts me, doesn't get me too tangled there. Okay, so we are now on row 17. Row 17 is 1 green, 1 brown, 3 tan. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to double crochet into the 4th chain from hook, 5th chain from hook, and 6th chain from hook. Oops. Alright, so that's our 1 green, and then we need a brown. So we're going to drop the green back, we're going to pick up our brown. Between the 3rd and 4th post of that next block, we're going to grab up the brown, bring it through the block, bring it through the loop, chain up 3, pretty repetitive, pull on that yarn from before, and then double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And let's see here, we are going to do 3 tans now. So we're going to add, and we're going to go through the brown, grab this tan, pull it through both the block and the loop, chain up 3, and pull on this brown, and then double crochet 1, 2, and 3. So we needed 3 tan. So we're going to chain up 3 and double crochet 1, 2, and 3. 1 more. Connect. 1, 2, 3. And again, double crochet between the 3rd and 4th post 3 times. And what to do if you do, well, you know what, that's a conversation for a second. Let me see here. We have 3 tan. Now we are going to go across with our white. Here's our white. And we're going to put between that 3rd and 4th, we're going to grab this white, and we're going to chain up 3 times, and we're going to double crochet 1, 2, and 3. And then we are going to cruise right across the top here. You know, if you ever get so tangled that you just, I've done this, I just had one heck of a mess. Generally it's because I did not give myself enough string, or I did not cut away a string that I'm no longer using. So if you ever get just a huge tangled mess, I've done this before, what you can do is stop where you're at. Don't cut the string you're on, but I've cut, you know, when I'm in a huge project in the middle, I've cut the rest of the strings and pulled those back, and then got all my yarn situated, and then started adding my colors back as I needed them. Sometimes you just need that restart. So we're going to continue across. with these whites, row 17 ends with 12 whites across all the way to the end. There you go. Pause me if you need. If you need some extra help, please get a hold of me. Don't quit. Send me a private message and I will help you. I will definitely help you get through this. I don't like to see people not finish this project. Starting to think about my next project. Well, the Manchilla bag. I'm definitely doing that. I want to learn that technique. I think that's going to be exciting. I've seen a couple of bags that I had never realized they had put the NFL logo on them. Oh, were those neat. Those were really neat. Too excited to get some of those under my belt. Maybe I'll have some new Christmas presents, surprises for my family. That will be fun. Okay, I'm cruising right along. I'm getting anxiety over that knot that is building, and I can tell it's building. So I may have to take a minute here and see if I can figure out or loosen it up. Oh, I see. My white's stuck, which is causing me issues. So we're going to get this white unstuck. This stuff happens. Here we go. Yep, this stuff happens. This is... How are your bobbins doing? What did you choose for bobbins? Can you let me know what you chose for bobbins so I can let others know what seems to be working? Mine actually do work, but that was kind of my fault. I did not fix my strings before I started. Okay, so we're cruising across. We're doing the whites, connecting each block, chaining up 3, double crocheting in each block as we go across. If I get too close to the end, before you're even to the end, just hit pause and I'll wait for you. So we're going to finish up this row. We're going to go all the way across, doing your white. So this is row 17. And like I said, you're just going to keep on going. And then if you haven't already, weave in your ends before we meet up again. And we will take it from there. We're almost halfway through the increases. So I think we're doing pretty good for day 4. So I hope you keep with me. Let me see your pictures, please. If you're doing this with me, please show me your pictures. Please give me some feedback if you're actually learning, if you're catching on. Do I need to slow down? What can I do to help you? If I need to slow down on just the color changes maybe, whatever it takes to make this work for you. That's what I'm here for. So, all right, there we go. I will see you tomorrow.